how do you know when it comes to code signing, certificates and such, when something's gone wrong with yours? How do you keep up with certificates? Dave, how do you know when your certificate's been compromised or misused?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of times you find out because somebody calls you and says,
Oh,
"Hey, I'm over at XYZ company, and we're trying to figure out we've got a malware infestation, and we're trying to figure out why this executable went out with your signature on it." Obviously, that's not a phone call anybody wants. Or this is Fred from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions. Also, not how you want to find out that things have gone wrong. So, the PKI infrastructure that backs up code signing itself does have the means to report compromised certificates, right? So if like, oh, something's happened, I can report that to my certificate issuer and say, hey, this has been compromised. That information can go out via what's called a certificate revocation list that basically provides you with data on certificates that may have been compromised, right? So as in many security things, when something does go wrong, the faster you can respond to it and the more you can limit your exposure because of it, the better, right? So, ironically, I think that the biggest issue we see with certificates in doing code signing is people just understanding what certificates they have and when they expire, and how long they're good for, who's used them. You get companies that may have acquired other companies, and it can be a really kind of confusing picture. And that's we're trying to at least either centralize it from a technology perspective, or at least from a logical perspective, so that you have an organization or an entity in the company that's responsible for knowing what certificates are being used for what purpose. And if there is something that's going wrong, or they suspect something might have happened, can know what to do, know how to take action.